Hi my beautiful friends, it's me, Crazy G, and I right now am getting ready for work, and I figured I'd come on here and as I'm getting ready, tell you the things that I won't be buying. So if you like me, if you want to hear more from me, chit chat, get to know me, talk about life, whatever, hit that like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and we'll be family. So I'm going to just talk about some of the things that I'm just not going to buy. Get my palette out of here that I've been using tonight. I'm going to talk about, and these brands I love a lot of things from. So it's nothing against the brands. And if you love them, that's beautiful. But for me, there's just, I have to draw the line of some things that I'm just not going to buy. And I want to talk about the Kat Von D. She's coming out with a blush eye color in the famous Lolita, her lipstick. It's a beautiful color, but I have them colors. I don't even have that shade lipstick, but I have shades like that. And I do have some of her liquid lipsticks, and I like them. They're fine. I have some of her Studded Kiss lipsticks. They're fine as well. High quality. I really like them, but I have blushes, and I have eyeshadows of that color, so I won't be buying that. And it probably runs between $19 and $21. It's the same size as their Metal Crush shadows. I'm just not going to get it. And can we talk about Too Faced? The Glitter Bomb palette. So not going to buy that. It reminds me of the Moondust palette from Urban Decay, and I have that, and I only pull it out once in a blue moon because it is kind of tricky to work with pressed glitters. I mean, you got to do a lot of work, and a lot of times I don't have the time to do a lot of work in that. So it's limited edition. Right now it's a VIB exclusive at Sephora. It's $45. Glammed It already did a review yesterday on it, and it's just the same thing as the Moondust palette. So if you have the Moondust palette, then you probably don't need that palette either. I'm not buying their Natural Love palette either. I just find with Too Faced, their inconsistencies are too much for me to handle. I have some palettes from them. I don't use them. The shades are hit and miss. Some are great, some are not. So that's $59, and no, I don't need Natural Love in my life. I have the love of my life in my life. I'm good. Benefit Cheek Parade. I'm not going to buy it. So you get 3 blushes and 2 bronzers. I have way too many blushes. I have bronzers. I have contour. I'm not going to spend $58 on it. It's not something that I would travel with. It's not something I can fit in my purse or my makeup bag. And believe me, I carry a lot of stuff with me. I'm just not. And I don't have any blushes or anything from Benefit. I'm sure they're beautiful. And if you don't have a lot of blushes, that'd probably be a good way to get a few colors of blushes and have a little bit of variety. For me, it's not something that I really need. I'm going to talk about Natasha Denona. I'm sure this isn't a lot of people's anti-haul. It's $129 for that palette, the Sunset palette. And if I won the lottery or somehow got rich and famous, maybe, but it's not in my price range. It looks beautiful. And I get jealous because I see people using it, and I so want to try her stuff, but I have to be real with myself. It's not in my price range. I can't spend that kind of money on an eyeshadow palette. I can't justify it. And if I was going to go high-end luxury with eyeshadow, I'd go for Viseart first because I have some of their Theory palettes and the Pro Petite Mini, and they are really good. They're really good shadows. So if I was going to splurge, if I had it, I would buy them before I would buy Natasha Denona, even though her stuff looks really pretty. But I have colors like that I love and I use, so that's out of my price range. And Tarte. I like Tarte. I really do. But they came out with the Clay Play Face Shaping Palette for $46. That looks like to me a glorified Shade and Light palette. I have the Shade and Light eye palette, and I don't care which one you have, the face or the eye palette. You can totally use them to contour as well as do your eyes. So if I want to contour, I absolutely dip into the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I can contour with it. So I have a ton of neutral palettes. I don't need it for $46. They also came out with their new clay stick foundation. And I'm a foundation junkie. I admit it. But I have so many foundations that if I don't start using these up, they're going to go bad. And I can't keep buying foundation and wasting my money. So I won't be buying that. On top of that, I have dry skin. And I'm afraid of stick foundations because I just hear things like they're drying. And I don't want it, especially if I'm not going to like it. And that's $39. So I won't be buying that. And then we got Huda Beauty. I like Huda. I haven't gotten any of their lipsticks yet, but I do have their rose gold palette, which I do like. You know, there was a lot of controversy on that, but they are very nice and blendable, nice colors. I don't use it as often as I absolutely should use it, but she has the 3D highlighter palette. One cream, 3 colors, and powder. It's $45. I hate when they put cream and powders in one palette. It's a mess, and I don't use cream at all, so that's a wasted portion of it. And I don't feel like the colors are unique. Like, I have 70 highlighters here. I have palettes, I have singles, I have, like, they're just not unique enough. I have the duochromes, I have pink, I have gold, I have champagne, I have purple, I have all the colors that you possibly could have for a highlight except black, and I'm not buying that black one. I know that was way back, but I ain't buying it because what am I going to use that for? A giant eyeshadow? No thank you. But it's just not unique enough for me, and I don't think you can get any more highlighting stuff out there. I mean, the highlighting game out there is crazy. I mean, there's just so much out there, and I feel like if you're a collector and you love makeup, you have it. You have it already. You don't need it. I certainly don't need it. I'm going to talk about Urban Decay. They have the Jean-Michel Basquiat. I hope I said that right, because he's a really good artist, and he's passed away, and he was known for his art on urban and people of color and their essence and bringing out the beauty of it. And it was wonderful, and he had a good ground for that. And then Urban Decay used a white person as the face of the collection, which I thought was really strange, but I didn't like that. Kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And the palettes are $39. They're okay. One neutral, one colorful, and a highlight and blush, blah blah blah. I have all that stuff. Again, I have them colors. I don't need them. I come to the realization I really don't like Urban Decay shadows. I have their Naked palettes. I bought the whole vault because I got it was like $100 for the 3 palettes, and I gave the second one away because I don't touch it. I swear I swatched it and that was it. I used Naked 1 once and probably Naked 3 twice. It's probably my more favorite is the pinky one. I'll use them. They're thin. Their shadows are thin. They're not like packable shadows. And as a matter of fact, I'm retesting to see if I like Urban Decay, and I'm not liking my makeup tonight, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep on moving with it. I have their singles. I'm not into Urban Decay shadows like other people are. So I like packing shadows. I like richer shadows, thicker shadows. I don't know. There's just something about their formula that I just can't get into. Probably because they're very thin. So I won't be buying anything from that collection. And I seen on Sephora's website, so if you are interested in that, The palettes have gone down to $27.90 from $39, so they're going on sale. So I'm assuming that people are not digging that collection. So if you are interested, check it out because they're on sale already. They just came out. They're already on sale on Sephora. Also from Urban Decay is the Shape Shifter palette for $45. I don't cream contour. I appreciate how they packaged it. I thought that was pretty cool that they separated the creams and the powders. I appreciate that. I appreciate that it's sleek and compact. But I don't cream contour. I don't really contour. I bronze, but I don't contour. So I'm not going to buy that. And I feel like that is for the person who does cream contour and powder contour every day consistently. Like that's part of their routine, and that would be absolutely something for them if that's what they do every day. So they use all the product and it doesn't go to waste or doesn't go bad. Me, it would sit there, it would go bad, and then I would just waste it $45. Urban Decay also has this new weird strange product called the Velvetizer Translucent Mixing Medium. As far as I know, it's for foundation. Like if you have a dewy foundation, you can make it matte. I just think it's weird. It's $34, and I don't know. If I buy a dewy foundation, I bought it because it's dewy. If I buy a matte foundation, I buy it because it's matte. Like, I don't want to change the consistency of my foundation if I bought it for a specific reason. So that's just a weird product that I'm afraid to even experiment with. So I won't be buying that. And NARS. They have the Narcissist Loaded Palette. It's a neutral palette. I have neutral palettes. A million of them. So, and I have my favorites, so I am just not going to get it for that reason. That's $59. I really don't have any products from NARS. Maybe I'll do a white eyeliner. I mean, like I have their powders, but I don't have any eyeshadows. Oh, and I do have a blush, but I got it free like a couple years ago for my VIB Rouge. That is, I got a blush, and it's alright. You know, it's not my favorite, but I haven't gotten any of NARS eyeshadows. I haven't tried them. And when I buy eyeshadows or a palette, I have to feel, like it has to give me a feeling. I need to have a double take, or it speaks to me on some level, and that didn't, so I'm just not going to buy it. They also came out for $30 with liquid blush, and that's a no-no in my life because I'm not going to use a liquid blush. It will go bad, and then I just wasted $30. So it's the same price as their regular blushes, but I would feel more confident buying one of their regular blushes than a liquid blush because I know I'll have it, you know. So that's that. And then the Pat McGrath, this is probably in everybody's anti-haul. Pat McGrath Labs, the Dark Star little package thingy they come in. It's $130. And literally, I watched Tati do a review on it, and the only difference, you get 5 products, you get a pearly shade, the shade of either a brown or a blue, the eyeliner, a smudgy thing, a glossy thing, a brush. So there's 5 things you get in the little bag with all the sequins in it. Don't know why they do that. But the only difference between each one is one has a brown shadow and one has a blue shadow. And they don't really specify that. So if you were to go in and say, oh, this is a cool product, and you want it both, you're going to have doubles of the products. And that's what happened to Tati. And she was a little ticked in that video that she had doubles and she didn't realize that. And we're talking about someone who's very much into makeup and very much knows the deal. And if she could get confused on something, I feel like many others could, and I don't think that's fair. I like Pat McGrath. She does some amazing work, amazing stuff. but that was a little shady, and especially for the price point, you need to be specifying what's in your stuff, for real. That's not cool. And then Dose of Colors is at Ulta, which is cool, you know. I do... Everybody raves about Dose of Colors lipsticks. I had one in Bury Me Too. Not sure if it was the color I picked. Beautiful berry color. And I know, isn't it crazy to watch someone put eyeliner in their waterline? I know, my old man, when he sees me doing this, he like clenches, whatever you call it. He's like, ew, because I'm putting something in my eye. And last Thursday, I actually poked my eye. I got this little, I broke a blood vessel in my eye when I was getting ready for my son's prom. It lasted about a week. It's going away. It didn't hurt, but it did leave a red spot on my eye. The struggles, nature of the makeup game, you know what I mean? The struggle is real. Oh, back to Dose of Colors. I had a lipstick. I actually decluttered it. I gave it to my sister. It was so patchy. I could not get this thing to go on even. It crinkled up. You can't put on more than 3 layers. It was a hot mess, and I hated that lipstick, and I paid a lot of money for it, and it really kind of ticked me off because I was hearing so many good things. Maybe it was the shade, but I'm not willing to buy another one because my first experience with the lipsticks were eh. And I do have their Ice Cream palette, which is a very pretty palette. The colors in there are hit and miss. Some are great, some are it was okay. I liked it at first, but now since I've dabbled into so many other brands that have really super amazing shadows and pigments, I don't use that palette. So they have the Glow Highlighters, Supreme Glow Highlighters. They're $28 each. They're not unique enough. I don't know how much, like I said, how much more unique you can get with highlighters. Just, I'm not going to buy it. They also have the eyelid Ideal Duos, and they are $25. They look like the Tom Ford ones. They have a cream on one side, a glitter or pigment on the other side, and you know, you can do your eyes with it. Tom Ford's is way more expensive, but these are $25, but I didn't hear very good reviews on them. I have pigments, I have glitters, I have cream shadows, that if I really want to get that look, I have the stuff to do it with, so I'm not going to buy that. And of course, their new palettes that they came out with, the Marvelous Mauves and the Big Browns. I have it. They're $32 each. You don't get a lot of colors. I mean, it's just a one look palette, which is good for traveling, you know, getting, I guess it would be good for that reason. Taking that, you got it all, good to go, but I'm just not going to spend $32 on shadows that I'm not going to use on the regular. I like to switch my stuff up. I like color, so that's a no-go for me. Let me spray my face. What do I want to use? What do I want to use? I used my MAC Fix Plus already. I want to, oh yeah, my Pixie is next. So, I love this hyaluronic acid milky mist spray. It's not a setting spray, it just adds the hydration back to your face after you've been putting so much crap on it. So yeah, this is me just getting my butt ready for work. I figured I'd get on here and tell you all the stuff that this girl is not going to buy because I'm not a baller. Just ain't got it like that, and I have plenty of stuff already. So right now, I really don't need a whole lot. And what I am waiting for has not released or is out of stock. So those things have to wait. But anyway, I hope you all have a good night. I'm sorry that I can't insert the pictures here, but if you're watching this, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm not that advanced yet for inserting pictures, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about because it's everywhere in the beauty community, and if you're watching this, you probably know what I'm talking about. And so this video might be a little raw at first because I don't have time to edit it, but I am going to upload it, and I'll just go back and edit in the morning, like through the YouTube editing thing I do. It's not much, but add my tags and blah blah blah, what have you. But anyway, I hope you all have a good night, and I'm going to go and take care of some patients and get it done. Alright, so everybody have a good night. Take care. Keep it real.